characters. You really have to gonna rely on edge guards if you use DDD, which is not too great. Oh, it looks like BattlePuP is actually gonna go the Palutena, which I think is a great choice to combat Richter. I think that's a smart play, of course. The counter of Palutena also works as a reflector, and her counter stays out a lot longer than most counters in this game. And you can even battle their projectiles from a distance with your auto reticle, because auto reticle is actually a pretty good move in this game. It does a lot of damage for what it is. It's bigger range. Of course, it's not gonna help you if you SD, so that's unfortunate for BattlePuP. But I think, you know, maybe he can make it back. But these are some pretty great combos by Impasse, though. Very creative how he used both the Nair and the Smashville platforms in conjunction with the down tilts. And it's not looking too great for BattlePuP. But yeah, I think Palutena can do pretty well in this matchup, especially because of Auto Reticle, which is now both fast, strong, has much bigger range, and actually straight up blocks weaker projectiles like the cross. Okay, we got 4 tilts coming up for Impasse. Every Richter's favorite move, at least it should be. Fast, strong, can kill, not laggy at all. It's a great move to just throw out. Yeah, we see it. 4 tilt, 4 tilt, 4 tilt. That's how we know and love. Or at least that's how the mains of these characters love it. Because it's an absolute menace on any Belmont opponent. But it does look a lot like the Castlevania game. So I'm gonna have to give it credit right there. Looks like BattlePuP, after a very unfortunate first stock, is fighting his way back in there. That should be okay. Oh no, he saved his jump. He saved his jump. And BattlePuP could not connect the neutral air. That's unfortunate for him. Explosive Flames and Auto Reticles are gonna come out, but here's Impasse with the cross and the Holy Fire. Wow, so many whips. Woo! Okay, BattlePuP should be able to make it out. But he does not quite make it back, and the 4th throw is just gonna close it out. BattlePuP at his very last stock. But he instantly fires back with the backer. And we cannot forget that he basically just SD'd right off the bat in this game. So if he hadn't done that, it would pretty much be even right now. That's 50% off of one combo. The Nair train is unforgiving and unrelenting. If you manage to get your opponent with like a short of Nair's Palutena at 0%, that's basically just another 4 to 5 aerials in your favor, as long as you keep using Nairs until you close it out. Here are the exploding flames. Those are some great flames from BattlePuP. I feel like he could have been a little bit more audacious going off stage, but Impasse is not going to be able to get the tether recovery, and despite the terrible start, it looks like BattlePuP is actually looking to create an opportunity for him to take the game regardless. 65 to 0% is definitely possible, especially if you get the Nair at 0. That's gonna be a quick 40. You gotta be very afraid of Palutena when you're at 0%. Do everything you can to play around those Nairs. You cannot afford to get hit by one of those. Okay, dash attack, that's good. It's good for BattlePuP. He's got him in the corner. Oh! He does it! He does it! He gets to juggle one of Richter's weakest positions, and despite the incredibly early SD, BattlePuP actually bringing it all the way back and closing it out with Palutena. 1-0 for BattlePuP right now, looking good. And I bet Impasse is sweating because he got basically one free stock donated to him at the start of the game. And despite that, BattlePuP was, like I said, able to bring it all the way back. But I've seen Impasse play. This Richter is pretty scary and pretty creative. So, you know, I do think that he can be confident in his abilities to bring it back here in game 2. No need to call me out like that, Celsius F. Yes, that happened. I may or may not have made a little bit of a miscalculation based on my Palutena knowledge from Smash 4 and my lack of Palutena knowledge in Ultimate, because of course, let me John the hell out of myself, and it's only been 3 months. I don't know every single frame data on every single character yet. But it will not happen to me again. Let me tell you, it will not happen to me again. Looks like Impasse and BattlePuP may have some stages to work out. Maybe Impasse is switching characters, very much possible. I cannot imagine Palutena being a good matchup for Richter, but he's gonna stick with him regardless. Let's see where this goes. Battlefield. And with the fitting music for Impasse, you know, with a nice edgy gothic character, or at least, you know, I don't really know what that means, but you know, it's the old medieval European style. That's what I mean. The old medieval European style character that has a little bit of an edge, you know, one game away from getting knocked out. This is the fitting music for him. Oh wow, oh wow. Did he actually try to just combo Explosive Flame into Auto Reticle? That would have been some great damage, you know. Looked pretty swag too, but it was not to be. Explosive Flame. Ooh! And the laser, man. Like, Impasse did a great job landing next to the laser, but he just did not expect the laser to stay out for that long. It is super deceptive. It actually has an amazing duration, lots of active frames, and that's what got the better of Impasse, because even though the late hit is not quite as strong as the full hit, it did set up the juggle situation that allowed BattlePuP to get the kill with the up air. But now Impasse is firing back. Axis just stalking BattlePuP all the way. That was like one of those short little home videos where you can just see something go dramatically wrong with the X going in from above, BattlePuP drifting away, but the X, you know, just going down and forward with him. He's firing back though, 43% on Impasse. But Impasse is chipping away. Can he keep BattlePuP at the ledge? No, he can't. He's gonna get hit with an Explosive Flame, and that's definitely looking to be BattlePuP's favorite move. So many Explosive Flames he has used so far. And there's a Reflect and an Auto Reticle. I like the way BattlePuP is playing that. He does not let himself get, you know, frustrated by all the projectiles. He just keeps it calm, stays at a distance because he does not need to approach, and he has the Reflector, the Auto Reticle, and the Explosive Flame to make life tough in neutral for Impasse. See, there it is, the Reflect, straight up reflecting the cross, even though Palutena, for some reason, spawned the wall the other way. Explosive Flame. It was gonna zone. Richter back just a little bit. Impasse with the impeccable spacing, got the tether recovery. It did not extend his life for much though, as the backer from BattlePuP closes it out. BattlePuP looking in a prime position to advance to lose the semis. There's the Nair. After all that dancing around, after all the chip damage by Impasse, he did eventually get put up stage by BattlePuP. But it looks like BattlePuP really hasn't been doing too much with edge guards, even though Palutena does have an amazing Nair for edge guards. For BattlePuP, he mainly has just been winning in neutral again and again and getting those kills with the juggles rather than the offstage edge guards. Oh, and he gets another one. I did not expect it to kill, but that's a 2-stock for BattlePuP. Out of the blue, all of the sudden, he just explodes that stock at just 100%. which is surprisingly early for a beefy boy like Richter, but well played to Pup, as he eliminates Impasse, the European Wi-Fi bootcamp champion from yesterday, and advances to loser semis.